This is the future.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sequel Green here and welcome to another video. It's that time again when I make a tier list and you guys disagree with it. I'll put the link to the tier list maker in the description so you can make your own tier list if you want to. And please, if you disagree with me in some regards, at the very least make an active effort to try and find where when I place that character in the tier list, because I'll also give my reasoning. But yeah, lot that out of the way, let's get into it. And by the way, I'll value far more the Raids and Soul Raids performance, as those are the most important mods of the game. And while Arena and Champions Arena are very important as well in your main source of gems, the thing is, what does well in League Raids and Soul Raids can be used in Arena and Champions Arena, what does well in Arena and Champions Arena can't really be used to max performance in League Raids and Soul Raids. Yeah, that's why we'll take far more into account League Raids and Soul Raids. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. We are going to start with my boy Atlantic Armor Aquaman. I'm going to put him at A tier, I think it's a good place for him. Like, look, Armor Pierce Special 1, Power Drain Special 2, one of the best power drains out there. He's going to heal, but he's kind of trash in League Raids and Soul Raids, unless you need some heavy power draining, and again, there are better characters for that. And he's gotten a little bit nerfed since the addition of some new artifacts and some new characters. Black Manta kinda craps on him in the arena, Heart of Darkness kind of counters him. But yeah, still a very solid character if you're a new player especially. Ace Green Arrow, A tier. This guy is going to be doing one thing and one thing alone. Power draining with his special 1 and locking power and taking out with his passive. And he's gonna be the absolute best at that. Also, I think in the A tier later on we'll have Dark Side. So if you see A tier and you see Dark Side, this man is crazy. He thinks Ace Green Arrow is as good as Dark Side. No! Dark Side on a one-on-one fight would scrap on Ace Green Arrow, but at the same time Ace Green Arrow is far more useful than Dark Side in League Raids and Soul Raids, so yeah. Okay, so Arkham and Batman S tier. Like, in the previous video, a lot of you had the complaint that I did not give him SS tier, and I really did think about this, but no, S tier. Look, the thing is, this guy is going to be a great support character for the Heartbreak Harley Quinn League of Anarchy. But the thing is, you'll only need him when the fight is immune to stuns, and you can just avoid those fights for the most part. In League Raids you can use the Joker one, and lately the League of Anarchy can be very well used with Raven at very high performance, and if the enemy is not stunnable, just use Joker instead of Harley with Raven. And the thing is, he does not have the most friendly ways to get, because you kind of need to get him from the hero chest. That's kind of the best way to get him. And Raven's got a good legendary chest, and far more people are going to have Raven than people are going to have Arkham Knight Batman. So yeah, still a very solid character, but it's gonna be S tier, since while he is in one of the top 6 teams in Raids and Soul Raids, he's not really that mandatory to have, but he's great. Also in Arena and Champions Arena, by the way. Armored Superman, either B or C tier. I mean, look, he's got a shield, he denies the first ability that's used on him, and he gives you some defense. Let's give him C tier. Atrocitus B tier, give some lethal, give some reflective shield, give some power when tag in. Not in any of the top tier teams, but it's gonna be a boy. Will be there for you anytime you need him, no matter the team. But yeah, never the optimal choice. And I put her at D tier instead of trash just because she's got the shield. Black Adam, I'd say A tier. As I said previously, if you need a damage dealer for Raids and Soul Raids, but don't have any of the good ones, Black Adam is gonna be the best thing you got next to a good damage dealer. He's pretty much the next best thing. He's never gonna be in the top 6 teams, but he's gonna be over there in the back lurking. And he's also pretty decent in Arena 9 Champions Arena, I guess. Bane, I guess, again, B tier. He gives you some crit chance if your build is not completed, and that's useful. And at the same time, he gives you some damage on basic attacks, so he can be a filler for any team that counts on basic attacks if you're missing a character. Blue Beetle, D tier, I guess. Black Manta will be SS tier. Like, look, there's a little bit of a difference between which Black Manta you have, because there's multiple Black Mantas. There's 3-star Black Manta who barely would make it above A tier. There's 4-star Black Manta which is S tier, and there is 6-star Black Manta which is SS tier. This man scales very well with the star rating, and that's very important. So if you feel like your Black Manta is not performing as an SS tier character, it's because he's not fully upgraded. But we'll keep in mind his peak performance over here. Amazing damage there for rate and soul rates, and pretty damn good in Arena Champions Arena as well. But yes, still amazing in league rates and soul rates. Batman Ninja Robin, SS tier easily. Oh, Sigvald, Batman Ninja Robin above Arkham Knight Batman, are you crazy? Nah, look my dudes. Batman Ninja Robin's passive that gives you lethal attack damage is the only reason the Batman Ninja team does damage. Don't trust me? Right, I dare you. In league rates and soul rates without Batman Ninja Robin, keep Catwoman, keep Grodd, but just take him out and see how it goes. Blade Master Robin. Look, previously it would have been like here or here, but since the introduction of the God Killer, I feel like B tier, because he's got a decent passive for combo building, and God Killer allows him to do an infinite combo, and it's an artifact that everybody will get access to. So he'll be the next best thing to a combo builder that you'll have. He'll never be in one of the top 6 teams, but you know, your boy Black Adam often gets left without a combo builder, and he might be good for that. Batman Ninja Batman D tier. Look, it's gonna in theory do very well in league rates and soul rates because he synergizes with Batman Ninja Robin passive and Grodd's passive. But I don't care because if you're using him as the damage dealer instead of Catwoman, man, you get some things in your life you need to sort out. Let's just say that. Let's give him C tier though, because he's got a cool special one. I'll give him that. He's got a blind that deals dot. It's a hazard and falls the opponent. Boy, that thing is a nightmare to deal with. Yeah, we got Catwoman, SS tier, no surprises there. Kinda goes all the way to the Raven tier, if she's got Beta Club sometimes. But yeah, let's just keep her SS tier. Grodd, SS tier yet again. I mean, look, let's talk a bit about Catwoman. Catwoman amazing in Arena and Champions Arena. She's got healing, she's immortal, and amazing in league rates and soul rates. Not necessarily because of her, but it's because she takes the best advantage of the lethal attack damage passive of Batman Ninja Robin, because of her special 2 constantly dealing dots damage to the enemy. Grodd reduces the armor of the best support for the Batman Ninja team, reduces the armor of the enemy, reduces the attack of the enemy, has an infinite combo with the Firebox and with Calculator if the enemy is in the corner. Boy, this man is the best tank, the best combo builder, and deals decent damage himself all at the same time. This man is too good. This man is too good for this world and too chunky for this world. Harley, gonna put her in the C tier, I guess. Like, look, the thing is, she does nothing, but she gives you a little bit of attack with her passive by being in the roster for the Batman Ninja team, so that's fine. Batman Ninja Joker, B tier, I guess. He's got a good special tree, which costs only 4 bars of power. And look, if you don't have gears for Catwoman, he's gonna be the next best thing as a damage tier for Batman Ninja team until you get your gears for Catwoman. That's why he's making it all the way to the B tier. But once you get Catwoman, he's not really worth it anymore. Brainiac. Boy, are we really putting Brainiac above Arkham Knight Batman? I really have to think about this. Because Brainiac is so good. It's so good for support characters that like I just can't ignore it. For legendary characters that, yeah, let's give him SS tier. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, putting Brainiac above Arkham Knight Batman, but look, this man buffs the crap out of any legendary character. Use Collector vs Superman without Brainiac, you're going to get a 30 mil at best. Use Collector vs Superman with Brainiac, you're going to get a 100 mil. Like, this man gives them from 0 to hero. If you have Beta Club teams, just go crazy. He usually goes with Black Manta or Raven. Just a great character all around. If you got legendaries, if you don't, he doesn't do much. Look, you'll eventually get them. Don't worry, have some faith in yourself. Batman will be here. I mean, he doesn't do much himself, but he buffs Batman characters just by being in a roster. So that's pretty good, I guess. Now, you know what? Let's do this. I just can't give him SS tier. But he's very good. Just keep that in mind. He's very good. Captain Cold, kind of trash. And this guy is one of the hardest characters to get in the game, actually, which is funny, because he's so bad. I mean, he does some power slowness on his special one, and he disables one of the specials of the enemy while he's in the fight, but look, he doesn't do anything more than that, and the only way to get him is to get him piece by piece from, like, random drops of gold shard guaranteed chests, and even then you'll not have his gears. It's very weird with this dude, but it's okay because he's bad. Cheetah boy, trash. Collector vs Superman? I'm feeling like A tier. I mean, look. This dude is gonna be amazing in Arena Champions Arena, and I'm gonna admit something. Unless you get Black Manta, it's gonna be most likely the next best thing and the most accessible thing for most people as a replacement for Black Manta as a damage dealer with Brainiac. But as soon as you get yourself a Black Manta, this guy is gonna be useless in raids and soul raids. A boy classic Superman? Let's give him A tier again. He's going to act mainly as a support character, but he's going to reduce the crap out of the defense of the enemy with a special 2. Nowadays, we get the Sword of Sin. There is an artifact in the Apocalypse artifacts that I always forget the name of. But even though there are other ways to reduce the enemy's defense, now it's Vixen as well. It's gonna be a solid choice for reducing defense with special 2s, and he's always going to be there for you doing that. So yeah, he's getting A tier for that. Deathstroke. Boy, this is a complicated one. Because look, my boy Deathstroke is packing some serious damage with those special 2s. But as soon as those special 2s are ended, he doesn't do crap. And he's got the terrible gameplay in the eye, boy. Look, you would deserve S tier if we're being objective. If we're being objective over here, in terms of how much damage he does, and how useful he is in raids and soul raids, you would definitely deserve S tier, but unless he gets fixed, until he can tag in like a normal person, until his basic attacks chain okay, until I can chain a special 2 from a swipe right, which sometimes you can't with this dude, he's gonna get A tier, he's gonna get penalized. Again, if you want to give him S tier and be objective, fine, but I'm not giving this man with that nightmare of a gameplay is not getting more than A tier for me. Dark Supergirl, kind of trash. I mean, we can give her C tier. Nah, not D tier. Look, she's got the passive that in theory looks so great. A ton of attack, 100% crit chance when interrupting a special, but the problem is she can't chain a basic attack combo from that special. So by the time the buff is, by the time you chain a combo with the enemy and try and do a special attack, your buff will be over most likely. Darkseid, my boy Darkseid, one of the best characters in the game out there in Arena 9 Champions Arena, doesn't do much in raids and soul raids, but he doesn't care. He's the king of Arena 9 Champions Arena and gets all the way to A tier for that alone. ECL will get B tier, same reason as Trustus. Great support that is not needed by anything, but if they miss something, he's gonna be there for them. He's a little bit less of a great support compared to Atrocitus because of the buffs he gives, but at the same time, he's a little bit more of a standalone character in terms of fighting capacity. Enraged Bane, the worst character in the game. EPI is gonna get SS tier easily. He's a support for one of the best teams out there, the League of Anarchy. Firestorm. He has a dodge resistance passive that can be useful from time to time, though it pains to hurt me. It hurts for me to say it. He doesn't belong in the trash tier. He's D tier. Raw Poison Ivy, I guess B, C. Look, she's got the special 2 with armor pierce on it. That's all. That's literally all she does. Special 2 armor pierce. And it's a good special 2. Useless in raids and soul raids, kind of useful in Arena and Champions Arena. It depends on you how much you value that. I'm gonna be for C tier for now. Golden Armor Wonder Woman, trash. I mean B tier. Look. When fully upgraded, maxed out, level 70 gears, it's gonna be pretty good in Arena and Champions Arena. The main problem is, my boy Darkseid, who's gonna be amazing in Arena Champions Arena with 0 investment, and then we got her who needs high level gears to do something. Nah, B tier. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you get B tier. Grids, C tier. It does a lot of things, amongst which countering cyber characters and being immune to being power drained, but at the end of the day, it's not something you really ever need. It's something that it's on this category. I'll say, oh, it might be useful in this scenario, but not many people do that. Yeah, kind of nobody's using him anymore as a combo builder in fights with power drain hazards. He doesn't do much. He's got the shield if he gets hit by basic attacks, but he doesn't really do much. But he's all around an okay character, I guess. Kind of below average, but whatever. Harley SS tier. If anybody had any doubts, you're wrong. He's a great character, one of the best damagers out there for raids and sword, and that's pretty much all I got to say. That's self-explanatory. You can't need EPI for that though. Hellboy, I like B tier as well, because he's gonna be quite useful in fights that have hazards on the ground. And unlike Grids, he's not gonna be immune to power drain. He's gonna do something more useful, kill from dot damage, and he's gonna be a great tank with zero investment because those fights are actually going to help you because they heal you. Horrific Scarecrow, I feel like C tier. Because look, previously I would give him a hard tier to Horrific Scarecrow because he increases the power bar cost of the enemy by 2 power bars. But it's kind of counterproductive to put him in any raids and story teams because you want damage, and this doesn't give you damage in any way, shape, or form. And at the same time, in Arena and Champions Arena is not something that's crazy useful. Yeah, let's leave him at C tier. Aquaman will get... let's put him at B tier as well. Like, previously I would give him A tier. Or even S tier at some point. I think I gave him... Oh boy, I was so bad at the game at that point. But yeah, he's gonna give armor pierce to just like characters. And you might be like, oh, that's amazing, Sigvald. Not really, because look, you're going to have Just Like Superman, who doesn't use him in the team, and that's gonna be the best Just Like team. Then you're gonna have Just Like Flash, and look, you're not gonna use Just Like Flash team in league raids because they suck. You're gonna use them in soul raids, and in soul raids, lots of the fights don't have any defense. So you'll be better off putting Bane in there instead of Just Like Aquaman. Because you don't need to bypass any defense, and if you don't need to do that, he gives you no damage. Just like Batman, D tier, he gives a shield to just like characters that avoids the first ability, and that's about it. My boy Cyborg, S tier. Is the reason why the Just Like team deals damage, gives them lots of damage. Just like Superman, S tier. Great damage tier, but nothing close to the top 6 teams. He's the next best thing, he's like the 7th team. Now that we get Deathstroke, it depends on how it will be introduced into the top 6 teams. But this kind of pushed, like previously we would have the question, depending on the story rate. Is the Multiverse team or is the Just Like Superman team going to be the one on these 6 spots? Deathstroke just shat on their plate and was like, nope, we're not asking that question anymore. I'm gonna be in the top 6 teams, and that pushes all the teams a little bit down. Guy gets S tier, but he barely makes it in top 6. Look, I just can't put a character that I consider worse for league raids and soul raids than Deathstroke below Deathstroke. I just can't do that. But keep in mind, I hate him. I hate the way he plays, but we're trying to be objective here. I'm doing this for you guys, okay? Here, Just Like Flash, I like S tier too. Like, he's a solid damage dealer himself when paired up with Just Like Cyborg, and can be a good replacement for Just Like Superman, can be a support for Last of Joker, can be a support for Harley if you're using her to stun, can be a support for Black Manta. He can do a lot of things. John Stewart Green Lantern. B tier. I mean, he's got an armor pierce on the special too, and he's like... gonna reduce the dot damage you receive and reduce the power of the hazards that you receive. But look, is anybody really using this dude nowadays? I'm kind of using him sometimes in phase 3, but that's even unoptimal. Nightmare Batman, C tier. I mean, he stuns the opponent when the fight starts, and it's a stun that they can't avoid. And he reflects basic attack damage. But we don't really need or value tanks that much. Inflant Sakoman, S tier. One of the best damage dealers in the game, and the damage dealer that everybody has access to. So, like, look, the question is, why is he not on par with Deathstroke and he's better than Deathstroke? Deathstroke in theory deals more percentage shell damage, and that's all good, but Kilmflant Sakoman deals some damage even after the percentage damage has been done. And you can argue that in some fights Deathstroke is better, but I'm just gonna put him for now in the SS tier, especially because of Deathstroke gameplay. That thing gives me nightmares. But yeah, let's have Joker SS tier. A little bit of a climb for my dude, since we got ourselves access to Raven. Martian Manhunter is gonna be in the A tier. Like, look, it's gonna be a good support for Sir Banshee in Soroids if you got maxed out artifacts, but if you don't have him, it's okay. Reverse Flash will do just as well, for the most part. Trash, but Sigval, she gives you more credits from the operations. I don't care, and that's a very small amount of credits. No, she's trash tier. Multiverse Armor Supergirl S tier as well. I mean, yet again, just got pushed by Deathstroke out of the top 6 teams, but still a solid character. Still a good damage tier, and good in raids and Soroids. Black Lightning, C tier? B tier? I don't know, man. He's got special 3, that's armor piercing. He's got special 2, that's dot damage. He's decent in Arena and Champions Arena, useless in raids and Soroids. Batwoman, D tier. Captain Cold, D tier. But Sigval, just by being in your roster, Captain Cold is gonna give the Multiverse team armor pierce on basic attacks resistance. I don't care anymore, that's too useless. Multiverse Green Arrow, B tier, I guess. He's solid in Arena and Champions Arena, and he's got an infinite combo, he's got a power drain. Multiverse Supergirl B tier as well, can spam the special to win arena fights just by that, and he's gonna be a great support for arena, giving you damage reduction in defense. Multiverse of Flash also is here alongside Multiverse Armor Supergirl. 3 fast tech hits, gives Multiverse team crit chance, crit damage, and power cost reduction. Multiverse White Canary. D tier, let's move on. Mythic Wonder Woman. I mean, she's got an armor pierce on the special one, and she's got a shield. If you want to play like the legendary Wonder Woman, just play Mythic Wonder Woman and pretend it's that, because it's far cheaper. It's in the arena seasons. But yeah, that's about it. Nightwing, he's got a few things going on, okay? He's got a few things going on, but not enough to, in my mind, get him above C tier. If you want to do this, and if you love Nightwing yourself, that's fine, but I'm gonna give him C tier. Predator Batman, I don't know, man. I always feel like giving this man's S tier is more than he deserves. But at the same time, this dude is not the best damage dealer. He's not in the top 16s, but he can be a damage dealer. This dude is not the best combo builder for Sir Banshee, but he can be. This dude is not the best combo builder for Harbor Harlequin, but he can be. He can do so many things. He can replace so many things. Let's just leave him in the S tiers. If I get some hate for that, that's fine. Power Gal, S tier easily. Best support for Sir Banshee. Sir Banshee wouldn't do much without her. Also, guys, look. I didn't say it at the start. My fault. But we're going to, on this tier list, value support characters almost as much as the damage tiers. Because Slash of Joker wouldn't do any damage without EPI, my dude. And you gotta understand and respect that. Catwoman would deal no damage without Robin. And you gotta understand and respect that. For example, Black Manta would do still decent damage without Brainiac, and that's why I didn't really feel like I had to move Brainiac upwards. Trash tier. Raiden. He's gonna do fine in Arena. His special 3 melts teams. That's all you need to know. Useless in raids and soul raids. Raven goes in the Raven tier. As I said previously, Raven is the absolute best thing that can happen to your account. Absolute best thing. If you want to spend money, buy a Raven. If you want to spend gems, buy a Raven chest. She's just so powerful compared to everything else. Red Hood. A tier. Extend the duration of the fights. Some of the best bonus in the game. If you got high enough solid artifacts where the attack from Shazam is crap and doesn't count that much anymore, you can use him with King, use with the Multiverse immunity grades. Amazing. I really like Red Hood. The E tier, he's got the passive that gets you some stun resistance for each might character in your team, and that can be useful in some scenarios. Yeah, let's give him C tier because you can like use him in a team against the last F Joker in Dawn of Apocalypse alrights. Second worst character in the game. Let's go. Zero Banshee. I'm gonna give her SS tier as well because previously I gave her A tier, but look, she's gonna always be in the top 6 teams, and against some of the bosses that you have problems against, like Electro vs Superman, Raven, she's gonna be out there doing some decent damage, being sometimes the top 3 to 4 teams. So yeah, definitely a solid character. Might not pull as much damage as the other people that you're seeing here in a lot of scenarios, but boy, Catwoman is useless against Electro vs Superman and Raven. But Zero Banshee has got your back, and you gotta respect that. Zero Batman, A tier. Solid character overall, can be a damage dealer himself to an extent, though don't really do that. And he usually goes with the Justice Superman team. Absolute garbage. But equal more credits from the operations. Just shut up, please. Please, shut up. We don't care about your additional credits from the operations. Cyborg heals himself when tagged out and stuff, but again, nobody's gonna build him, he's a silver. Dr. Fate, my boy Dr. Fate, gives you power reduction, gives you an infinite combo with the firebox. You gotta respect that. SS tier actually, screw that, SS tier. Because unlike Power Girl, can do an infinite combo and gives some defense reduction. There is literally no way you can structure a team that you leave Dr. Fate out, your top 6 teams. It's gonna be just great. Some more garbage. Speed Force Flash gives you some fast tech chances. Okay, himself in Arena 9 Champions Arena. Some more kind of garbage. Silver Green Lantern is gonna make it all the way to the A tier because he's kind of a situational use, but you can use him with Black Manta to give you a shield, which makes you combo interrupt without kind of having to combo interrupt. And that shield is overall great. He's a good character. Like, that shield doesn't allow you to get staggered, just to explain more. Some more trash. Shazam. I feel like all the way down to A tier for my boy Shazam. Like, look, you're not really using him in League Raids anymore because you're using Raven with Conflant Succoman. You're not really using him in Soul Raids anymore because you're either using Raven or Red Hood with Conflant Succoman. A very solid character, very good for 9 Champions Arena, and can be a good character for like League Raids if you don't have Raven, but he's getting replaced nowadays. My boy Shazam is not in a safe place, but nevertheless, he'll never go below A tier. I can guarantee you that, guys. He'll never go below A tier. Blade, a Silver Robin thing, I'm gonna put him in the same place as I put Blade Master Robin. You're less likely to build this just since he's silver, but now with the God Killer, he's got an infinite combo, and he's actually faster at building combo than Blade Master Robin, but again, you're less likely to build him. Some more trash in here. Suicide Squad. I'm not even gonna bother. With each one of them. We're just gonna give them all B tier. And I'm gonna say, one of the best teams out there for Arena 9 Champions Arena. But in order for that to work, you need all of them, which 2 are legendary, with chest exclusive legendaries, might add. And you need all their gears, which are chest exclusive gears. So yeah, one of the best in 49 Champions Arena that you are never going to want to build. C tier, I guess. Solid silver, they're not gonna build him most likely. More trash, Starfire, decent tank. C tier, you're not gonna really need her. This dude's gonna give you some fast tech chance, but some less than Speed Force Flash, and doesn't have that cool passive where he avoids damage. Some more trash. Sub-Zero is gonna be decent in Arena 9 Champions Arena. Kind of the Raiden level side of things. We got this thing here, I guess we can put my dude here because he's good in Arena 9 Champions Arena with the shield and not letting the enemy tag out with his passive. Reverse Flash, my boy, getting all the way to I just can't give him A tier. It doesn't. My heart doesn't allow me. Reverse flash. Three fast tech hits. Power swap. If you know how to use that properly, and you have like a 3-digit IQ, that power swap is actually gonna be beneficial for you. Good character. Good combo builder. I love him. This dude. I don't know, man. Those don't matter. Vixen. She's got armor reduction, so that's great. She gives you some attack. She doesn't give you as much attack as you think she would give you. Gives you kind of the same amount of attack as Shazam. And she's more versatile than Shazam in the terms of she can be used with any character, but she's more like conditional than Shazam because you actually need to do something in the battle to get that attack instead of having it given by default. So I guess the same tier with Shazam. Solid character, but far from what she could have been. And her, I mean, shield armor pierce, yeah, here. But yeah, this is a tier list. Sorry if I'm being a little bit too sleepy in this one. But yeah, this is my vibe on Ninja Summable tier list nowadays. Raven is still far better than any of the characters in the game. By far, by a large margin. And I really wanted to give her a separate tier to emphasize that. And yeah, that's the tier list, mostly oriented towards league rates and soul rates, because those are the important things in life, am I right, guys? But yeah, all that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. And if you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe. Goodbye!
This is the future.